Well, thanks for joining us. I'm Paula Caruso. This afternoon, we've been talking about marriage and how sometimes it's just a tough institution, but it can now seem even tougher thanks to new technology and that social media, of course, making it easier to connect with old flames or new acquaintances. And the wrong tweet or the wrong Facebook message really could land you in some serious legal trouble. Joining us this half hour is attorney Johnny Gardner. He is a family court, among other things, lawyer. And so you deal with divorce in the courtroom probably almost on a daily basis.
Oh, yeah, quite a bit.
How has social media changed the way divorces are happening now?
Well, the biggest way is it's changed the way that we go about proving it. For a divorce on adultery, for example, you have to prove opportunity and inclination. The inclination is obviously what it means, but usually you'd have to do that by sending an investigator out to follow somebody around and see if they were holding hands or whatever, kissing. Now a lot of that stuff, we're getting it off of Facebook and other social media. So half the job is done by somebody posting it himself or herself.
How can you prove when you're looking at Facebook or Twitter that what you're seeing has actually happened at that place at that time? Is there a gray area in there?
Well, I think authenticating it would be the only area that would be gray, because most of these people are doing it by themselves. It's an admission, and they're acknowledging it. They're posting it themselves. And I don't know what the psychology behind somebody that would do that, but it's very frequently done. As long as somebody hasn't been hacked, if their account wasn't hacked and somebody did it to set them up, you wouldn't have a problem with it.
When you're presenting that type of evidence in court, is it a sure win for the other side?
Well, there's never a sure win, but it certainly is very intimidating, and usually it can help you settle a case, if you get the information. And it goes not only for divorce, it can go in other aspects of a family-type case. In conjunction with a divorce, you're fighting over custody, who's the better parent. Sometimes, believe it or not, parents get on there in the middle of the night or other times and post things that are really incriminating and could be devastating for their custody case.
Yeah, so it's not so much even just in the divorce battle, maybe who gets the money or the house, but now we're talking about who's going to get the kids.
Right, exactly. And people posting pictures, and if they've got pictures that are inappropriate, children doing inappropriate things or doing inappropriate things around the children, and it's posted up there for anybody that's a friend on Facebook or anybody that can access that information, it's certainly going to kill their case or reduce it greatly.
Yeah, really hurt it. Facebook and Twitter, the whole social media spectrum really is still so new. Is there any legal precedent to it yet, or is it kind of still a case-by-case basis?
That's a great question. The way it's usually phrased to me is, has the law caught up with the social media? And to a great extent it hasn't, but it is catching up quickly. The biggest case I know just recently came out of Connecticut, where the family court judge ordered each side, mother and father, to turn over the password.
Wow.
So that's completely different than anything that we do in the law. Normally in the law, the normal discovery is that you would send the other side's questions for them to answer or request them to provide you with certain documents. This was the keys to where the information is. You give them the password. He did qualify it, I guess, by saying that only the lawyers would have access to it.
Yeah, but still something you think is so private now when you're in the courtroom is something that they can use against you.
Absolutely.
All right, Johnny Gardner, thank you so much.
Thank
Good
you for having
information
me.
this
Good to be here.
afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
Jandy?